I would like that. There we go. No escape. I know. So if I can at least get an idea, though, of how I might progress, that would be good. But with sorcerers and their insta-kill stuff, it might be tough to get through this clean with everybody alive. But as long as, again, I'm just going to treat this like it's a roguelike. As long as every time I go into the dungeon, I come out with more information, then we'll be okay. Yeah, I don't have any ghost suplexers. You're right about that. And, yeah, the sorcerers are runnable, so that's nice. Okay. Get to the corner. Something I was thinking about the other day. The old Final Fantasy NES box material came with a big enemy bestiary thing, and on it I remember being really pumped about sorcerers, fighting sorcerers later on. I didn't see a no escape, so I'm gonna try to get out. Yeah, you can get out. Ark has a map of this, huh? Let's see it, Ark. Ah ha ha, nice. Nice piece of artwork there. Ooh, can I get some treasures? Alright, this one's no escape. But I remember seeing the sorcerers on the bestiary and seeing that, like, wow, they don't have many hit points. They only do 1 to 2 damage because the bestiary listed the damage range of attacks on enemies. I think it said what their abilities were, but it was like their abilities were like trance. So, like, that's not all that dangerous. And I remember thinking, like, wow, I can't wait to fight sorcerers. Because they have not many hit points, they don't do much damage. I'm gonna see if I can at least get to a chest and see what it looks like. Wow. There's stun, there's bomb. Okay. There's a wipe. But looks like I can get down into the 3rd floor at least. I know what it looks like to get down there. And I fully expect to die a few times on the ice cave here. I fully expect this to be a multiple attempt dungeon. I'd like to work through it as methodically as I can. Sadly, my mages can't learn warp or exit yet. Dazzle. So that's gonna hurt my running chances. Alright, there we got out. Okay. I think I went all the way down here. I think I went all the way to the left, then all the way down to the right, and then back to the left. I think is the way I went. Alright, got out. Yeah, so sadly, if I was going to pick a party again, I would definitely go for something with a black mage in it. I probably would take a white mage and a black mage. You think assuming the longest path is sensible? Yeah. Well, I know it got me there last time, so I need to go all the way down here to the right, and then over. Were these guys unrunnable? Yeah, I think they are. I should have attacked. Excuse me, sorry. RIP headphone users, probably. Yes, Ark, as you can see, I went through the Castle of Ordeals and was able to pick up a heal staff. It was actually a kind of a tense encounter. So you're not liking the rock walls on the background on this floor? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, did I come from that way? No, I need to continue this way. There it is again, the disorientation that you get from going into a random battle. Where you kind of lose track of where you were going. Yeah, there we go. There's that warp spell. There's that warp spell. That's really, really too bad. Alright, ambushed here. There's a miss on the warp. Alright. Yeah, you're right. They don't help with the problem of getting lost when you go into a battle. Yeah, you're right. That's why I wonder. I need to look into the README here. I'm guessing it says in there somewhere how they do that. If you can resist it by being higher level, I'm not sure if that's how it works. Again, we just gotta think like a roguelike here, everybody. Think like a roguelike. Alright, so here we're on the 3rd floor. I have 2 characters alive, or 3 characters alive now. Last time I just had the 2. But yeah, I was dodging a lot of those warp spells in Ordeal, thankfully. I don't know if I was just getting super lucky or what. Alright, let me check my health here again in case that was a trapped tile. Okay, looks like it is. But having another fighter alive here will be really help. Game hates me. I don't know if the game hates me. You get the yeah, Binding of Isaac is a tough roguelike like that, right? Ah, yes. That's right, Tito Kazim. And in this one, I bet that your magic resistance is it's a displayed stat. I bet you're exactly right. I'm glad you brought that up. I wouldn't have thought to check that, because that's right. In a... Ah, there's glare. Grr. I dodged a couple of glares last time, too. So let's see if this at least leads to something. Strike first. Good. I'll get out of here. Yeah. Let me look at what my magic evade resist is like. This is probably not going to be a successful attempt, but if I can grab a treasure chest or something and get out, I can come out with some progress. But this is all different than the ice cave that I know and love. Alright, now we got zombie Ds. I think the best I have is Fire 3, probably for both of these guys. Zombie D and Ice D, I should say. The Zombie Ds, I think they're still weak to fire, but they seem to have a lot higher magic resistance in general. I think that's the deal with them, but I'm only guessing on that. Because Fire 3 still does okay damage, but not nearly as much as it does to the Ice Dragons. Right, I might not get out, but at least if I can get to a chest, I'll know if it's something that I want. Wait, that's the way I just came. Okay, so I learned I learned that you can avoid that battle with the eye by just walking around, okay? At least I have that bit of extra information. That if you just take these extra steps, you can avoid that eye battle. So that's good to know. So that's just one of those trapped shortcuts that this hack uses. Can I get through there? Looks like I can't get through that. Can I go? Oh, I can go up this way. Can I go up and around, though? Yes. Ark, that FF5 ending was pretty epic the other day. That was a good moment. Okay, so there we go. Bring your salt over for these pretzels. Yes, Ark does get salty with ZZ, but that's okay. It does not bother me. Who has mute? Okay, not you. So I'm probably not going to get out this round, so I'm going to try to get as deep as I can and see how much exploration I can get done this round. I wish he would have muted the cat guy, because he uses here's Ice 2 right there. Unfortunate that we didn't get mute to land on the cat, and this is an unrunnable battle, so I knew with just these two red mages it was going to be tough to get out of any unrunnable fight. I'll just go with the fire 3s. Should have done that before. No, it's okay. I mean, it can be a very frustrating experience, but I've had a good time with it overall, I would say. I've had fun with it overall. Because until this, until the ice cave, I really haven't had a lot of frustrating moments. Okay, so we're already here at the 3rd floor. So I agree, Ark, it is going to rely on some luck, but like I said, if I can get more information every time I come down here, like if I can learn what's in a chest and know if I need to grab that chest or not, I can save a lot of extra steps through the dangerous spots. And, I've already learned that I don't have to fight this, like, is this going to be a troll chest up here? Let's find out. I'm going to give it my very best. And see if I can find out if this is a troll chest or not. I don't know if this is the 4th. I haven't really been keeping track, I guess, of the attempts I've done. Alright. I think these guys take better damage to Ice 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, another magic shield. So I actually do want that one. That's one that I want to pick up. So, oops, I want to drop the turban. So this one, I know I need to go grab this one. Because the magic shield resists fire and ice. Whoops. Well, I'll find out what's over here now. Can I run from this one? It didn't say no escape. I don't know, can you run from the... Yeah, you can run. Can you run from that one in the vanilla version? The red shield arc is a red wizard only item. I thought that it was a red mage, red wizard, but it is only red wizard. So, I can use that after I get my party up. There's the chest down there. Okay, that battle was unrunnable. I wasn't sure, but that's what I thought, Tito. So that's good at least. All right, let's keep going. I wish I hadn't man, if I hadn't gotten my 2 fighters taken out so quickly in those upper floors, this could be a real attempt. I mean, it is still a real attempt technically. I'm kind of playing it more aggressively than I probably would otherwise. Although if I get a couple chests here, if there's still that exit spot, I'll try to get out. If there's still that way out here, I'll do that and bank the progress and be very happy to do so. Okay, so this fight again. Yeah, I am treating it as scouting, that I'm getting information. Again, that's what's going to be important here. But if there's still the stairs going out on this floor, I might try for those. If I can get, you know, this chest, I'll have the magic shield, and I'll have whatever's in these chests. Can I get the kill? Yes. Well, I've got enough heals. I'm going to try for this one. I'll have to fight those dragons again, but I'm going to try for this one. Alright, a gold bracelet. Actually, that's going to be an upgrade for me, but not a huge upgrade for the guys I have. Whoops, I want to drop. It'll help me with my... It's a little bit better than the silver armor, and it has a little bit better evade percent. Alright, let's get better damage on the Fire 3 this time. There we go, better on the Zombie D. Cool. Alright, and he missed. Excellent. Yeah, I can take all the levels I can get on the red mages. Are great. I'll take those any day. Oh. Well, so much for this run. Actually no. Might be okay. As long as I can avoid some instant death nonsense from the sorcerer here in the first round. We should be okay. If I get that other lit 2 off soon. Alright, cool. No instant death there. Great. Alright, well that's that. Alright, so let's go restock and call that good progress for now. And restocking should be pretty easy because we're so close to Paneria and Provoca. Now I kind of know my way around. The ice cave shouldn't be too bad. I'll just have to hope, again, for good luck. You're surprised the exit wasn't spiked? I'm a little bit surprised that there wasn't a spiked exit, although typically the rule has been that when he's added an additional warp tile out, that's been spiked. But that particular staircase, of course, is in the vanilla version and is unspiked. So I'm guessing that's why he left that one untrapped. That's my guess. Although, you know, you never want to be trying to read someone's mind or speculate. But I'm actually quite pleased with the progress there. I got the magic shield from the one side. I know what's in those couple of chests down there at the bottom. I do intend to go to the room that I normally skip in the vanilla version that just has the gold in it in the vanilla version. I'm gonna do that eventually. I don't know if maybe I'll do that after I get the floater. I might try to get if I can get the floater and get out and get the airship and get my class changed, that's gonna be kind of my top priority. If I can do that, let's get a handful more tents. If I can do that, that's gonna be probably my primary goal, is to get the floater and get out of there. And if I need to go back in with a party, that's a lot better, because once my red mages are wizards, I'll be able to get all the way up to level 8 spells. And I'll have 3 level 8 spells to use down there. So I'll be a hugely more powerful... Oops, I need to go to the end. I'll be hugely more powerful, and I won't need to worry about trying to conserve levels with my fighters, so I'll be able to fight more stuff. So if I can get the floater and get out of there, that's going to be my primary goal. Oh, I came too far down again. I need to go up. So, I think I need to just try to dodge getting instant killed on those top couple of floors. I like how you put that, Tito Kazim. Yes, it is nice to have all targeting spells and things like that until you are the target of the all targeting spells, or the added effects, as you say, the additional things that they do to you. Although, one thing that we don't seem to have access to, at least so far that I can think of, is a status-causing weapon. I don't know that I have, unless you guys can think of one, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any weapon in this game that I've seen so far that causes status stuff to them. Like, I don't know if there's something that when I attack, it inflicts stun on them. I don't know if there's anything like that for me so far. Okay, when I do it, I just don't want enemies to do it to me. Well, it's true. Like, I don't have a weapon that lets me attack like sorcerers. Lets me just throw an instant death on them. Alright. Let's try it again. And yes, I kind of intend to come back down here once I've got the airship and my party a little bit stronger. Let's hope for some good damage against these ghosts. Oops. He's not equipped again. How did I let that happen again? What was different? Yeah, us being able to equip status on hit, yes, that would tilt things a little bit in our favor, wouldn't it? Oh, so all of that, okay, yeah, all of that shuffling I did before, I didn't save after I did all that shuffling before, so let me readjust that. No, okay, so he's still got that all on top. He's still got that on top. Why did this guy then, I wonder? It would make us a little more powerful if we could inflict that kind of stuff, you're right. If we could inflict, like, stone on an attack. Alright, see if I remember the best way to get through this floor. And I'll take battles like this. I guess I don't so much mind... Well, I don't love getting 188 damage, but I was just going to say I don't so much mind taking damage. But when I don't have a way to revive... Alright, so there's warp, voided... Okay, so yeah, there's one down already. Yeah, blind or silence. Those would both be big. Okay, so RIP one fighter. Yep, and these are unescapable, inescapable. Gosh, it's frustrating to lose a fighter on this second floor here. Yeah, Ark, you're thinking like FF5. Yeah, I understand being able to bounce, get a Mage Masher like attack. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You have a little more variety, but this was going for it here. This hack, you know, as far as we know so far, didn't include status weapons that I know of right off the top of my head again, but giving you more variety in weapons to use was a step towards the you know, what we would call like the Final Fantasy V 16-bit generation of games. Hello, Shahali. Thank you for stopping back in, and I hope you're enjoying your day at work so far. I appreciate you popping back in to say hello. So in real time, I have about 1 hour left of streaming time. All right, so now I know the way to avoid that battle with the eye. I can just walk around here, and these floors didn't seem too bad. This guy, I think it was the mage enemy that was using the warp on me before, although just as I say that, this guy uses warp on me. But that's okay, because we have enough offense that we can bring these guys down without too much trouble. Which is another reason why I'm glad I've done some of the power leveling that I have. But this ambush and then getting 2 warps off before we have a chance to act is tough. I don't know, Ark. You say I'm not getting Levistone on this urn? I might not, but you never know. Let's do this. I bet an attack from the Holy... Oh, I had the wrong guy do it. I thought that... oh yeah, because he's out of position. I thought I was getting cutesy. By having the guy with the Holy Sword attack and the guy without it cast Fire 3, but ZZ's out of position. Yeah, you know, Ark, that's a good thought. I don't know if the Cardia Islands are now Death Trap. I don't know if that change has been made. That's a little scary if it has, huh? But I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, so if I do get the floater here today in this stream, I will probably just quickly grab the airship, finish up, and then I will do any further ice cave explorations, either off stream or next time I'm online. Yeah, Ark, as far as he's told me, it seems like this is the final definitive version. That there won't be any more updates, as far as I know. Yeah, I'll go with the Fire 3. But in the comments he's left, the feedback he's left for my videos of this, when I've heard from ZZ himself, which he's been very upfront with feedback, and I've been glad to hear from him. Because it was at his suggestion that I picked up Mute and Slow, which I haven't been using so much here in the Ice Cave, because I haven't really felt the need to here, but I used it a lot in Ordeals to nerf those guys. So like, had I been fighting, or like if I ever get in one of these battles with mages and Astos, I'll probably use the Mute spell to stop their warps. But here, as long as I can run from them, I'm just going to try to run as quickly as I can. But if I get an unrunnable one with mages and Astos, I will mute them, and it really makes a big difference. Grr. Yeah, it really was. It's great to hear feedback. I mean, obviously, you know, it's hearing from the creator on something. So it's nice to hear feedback from him, and he's very specific with his feedback, and with his tips. So it's nice to have someone who obviously has very intimate knowledge with the game address a lot of the issues that I have had with it specifically. So that's been cool, because obviously, whether whether you're into hard type hacks or not, I think anyone can appreciate how much work it takes to put together something like this, whether you love the result or not. Okay, another shadow armor, so I don't need that. All right, so that's good to know. There's no reason to go up there. And let me see if this is also going to be runnable. Yeah, I can run from this battle. That's great. When I'm coming back here and clearing out more of the dungeon. Then it'll be good to know that I can run away from that if I need to. Yeah, Shahali, I think you make a very good point on that, because I would never have thought, because of how they work in vanilla, we were just talking about this before, when do you use slow or mute? You know, and you almost never use slow, and you might only use mute in a situation like Astos, or like we mentioned, when you're trying to that's a nasty one. When you're trying to fight in the Peninsula of Power and you want to stop the Frost Wolves from casting stuff on you. But otherwise, you don't usually think of it. Yeah, and Arc, yeah, you use Confuse, which is another one you really don't normally do against the pirates. Okay, so Charlie, you mean not just FF1, the most areas, yeah. Outside of specific places, you're not usually using a lot of debuffs. You're right about that. Oops, I want the Zeus Gauntlet again. Okay, good. We avoided another another one hit from the sorcerer. Let's see if we can get him here. Yes. Alright, so those chests are cleared. And I haven't picked up anything really of value, so I'm going to go ahead and try here. If there's chests in this room, I'll try to grab them. And if they are really good stuff that I really don't want to lose, then I'll exit. But otherwise, I think I'll just go for the floater. It looks like this one should be runnable. Yes. But I'm guessing there's going to be traps in front of those chests, so let's... Okay, money. A cabin. Wow, no traps here. Okay, another Axis shield. Okay, yeah, so yeah, arc all three, and I thought maybe it would be like that as well, but it was not. So that's interesting. All right, let's get rid of the silver shield. Axis shield. So that's an upgrade, but because I know they're not trapped, I'm just gonna go ahead because I know those are not trapped, and they'll be easy enough to come back to. We should be all right. So let me make sure I'm healed up here and see what we've got waiting for us in front of this chest, shall we? Okay, so it's just one of these battles, which, as we've seen before, are not too bad. Hopefully we can get the ghosts here with the Fire 3s before they do too much. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, boom is nasty. Actually, I'm just going to go for the attacks. So these guys, I think, can do more damage to the eye. Okay, I think XXX is a threshold spell. We had enough hit points. We had enough hit points to get around it. Yes, Ark, I think that's what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to come back once I've got my jobs increased. Hello, B. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, Ark, that's what I do. I do plan on getting out of here now and coming back with my jobs boosted. Yep, that's my plan. I think the airship is in the same place. Ark, that's my... I've been to that desert. That desert actually is much more difficult to access now. The map's been changed. You have to take kind of a really long way to get there. But I should be able to get that. It's in the bottom of a 10th floor desert cavern. Yeah, very nice. But hello, B. Thank you for stopping in. It's great to see you. Yeah, we'll do 2 Fire 3s. The Soria resists fire, and I can't remember now if I had my fighter attack the Soria or not. The Sorias are weak to ice. Okay, yeah, so Ark, the desert is still down there, and I was actually in the neighborhood of the desert when I was looking for the volcano. I kind of stumbled upon the neighborhood of the desert. So you have to take a long way to get there over a long swamp. That's guarded with some pretty dangerous enemies in the swamp, but it's not too bad. I did it a while ago. You think this is weaker than the ice cave in vanilla? Yeah, I mean, outside of the instant unrunnables and the mage enemies that will get off a lot of attacks right away. Although I guess you normally have those sorcerer battles that are nasty in vanilla. It's hard to say. And keep in mind, I'm 20 levels higher than you would be going after the Ice Cave in vanilla, and I'm probably 10 levels higher than I should be for the Ice Cave in this game. So that is going to be affecting what this looks like. Yeah, vanilla was very RNG. Yes, always has been, always will be. The vanilla Ice Cave, that is. Oh, come on, let's get out of this. Now that I got the floater, it's like I just gotta get out of here. And then, yeah, I'll plan to on another... I might just do it off stream to come down to get those chests, because I'd rather not get back on stream and go through the indignity of dying. Yes, Shahali, that's a very, very good point. And actually, I forgot to check on that. Because, yeah, my magic defense now with these characters up near level 40. 128 for the red mage, for both red mages. And actually only 81 for the fighters. So my magic defense is quite a bit higher. So I think that's what's been protecting me from a lot of the warps and the nasty stuff. So I think you're absolutely right about that, Shahali, and that's easy to forget because that's another thing you don't often think of in vanilla version. You don't, because that stat is hidden in the vanilla version. You're not usually looking at that. I need to get an X on that eye there because, ooh yeah, we have the floater. Yes, Volcano was crushing me a little bit, but I think part of that was was my kind of impatient way of approaching the volcano. Well, actually, yeah, Tito Kazim, this is the first day that I've started really running from battles that I can. Before this, I've been really pushing hard, yeah, and doing a lot of grinding off stream. Yeah, in the volcano, there was a lot of raw damage that was crushing me, and I didn't have enough healing with heal potions. Also, just the volcano is a long one, and I think my approach of trying to clear all of the volcano in one go was too aggressive because I was running out of resources by that bottom floor. These mud golems are really annoying, these unrunnable guys. I was like, when I get done with a dungeon in Final Fantasy 1, like, I just want to be done. I want to be out of that dungeon, and I want to be in a town and restocking. I don't want a long walk after this, although this, ZZ has made this easier by making that extra little dock there that's not in the NES version. So I can be quickly out of there and over to Coneria. And so now I have to take a look at the map and see what the best way to get down to the desert is. Shahali, I like that. I agree. The status stuff would be very magic defense dependent. Which, and I think this game really was designed to be finished at, at a very high level. I think I'm power leveled over where I'm probably supposed to be, but probably not overly where I'm supposed to be, because you're probably supposed to be level 50 when you finish it. I'm only guessing that was the idea, but let me see if I have anything I need to dump. I didn't really pick anything up that's very dump-worthy. Yeah, so I think that's very nicely put, Shahali. Oops. I've already been through this. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab the floater, get the airship. Okay, so Shahali, did you read an interview that says he wanted one of the users to be exploring the upper levels of the game? Now, that is for now. That there is merit in that. That you know, the game of Final Fantasy really changes a lot as you get into those very high levels. You know, the game is different. It's a different video game when you're at those insanely high levels, and you normally don't get to see that. For example, you don't get to see the black belt start to dish out incredible damage on a normal level playthrough. You don't start to see that. You don't start to see. You don't use the level 8 magic very much. You know, the black and white level 8 spells. In my playthrough of this, and I'm not an expert with the vanilla version, but when I went through the vanilla version, and I think even restored, I think this is the way to get down to this, get down to the desert. Even in restored, I don't think I got level 8 spells. Because I would need to look at that to make sure. But this would be a way, making the game harder, and kind of forcing you to finish it at a higher level, gives you access to gameplay styles that normally wouldn't be there. You know, a bit like the Forge Out Fiesta lets you explore the higher level abilities from the various jobs that normally you wouldn't do, because if you're a casual player, you would have switched away from the earlier jobs long ago. And you wouldn't really have to think about, like, oh, how can I use the Dragoon's Dragon Sword ability in Final Fantasy V? How can I use that? Because I'm not spending any time as a Dragoon. Okay, well, Shahali, I'll be finishing up after I do the class change. I'll just get to the Dragon Islands, do the class change, and then I'll be finishing up here. So if I'm not back when you come back, thank you for popping in. And if B plans on streaming later today, I mean, I'll be watching some streams in a little bit when I finish up, so. Yeah, you'd be scared of what he would do with FF5? Yeah, that would be, I mean, it'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Although 5 is really best when you're using equipment and cool stuff to get out of doing any leveling, as we saw with the Time Age run and with lots of other people, not just me, who have done variant runs of Final Fantasy 5. Okay, so it wasn't an interview, it was just one of the discussion threads. I need to actually read those sometime, because I haven't, I've read the Sir System Error did a playthrough and a write-up of an earlier version of this. But that's all of the reading I've really done, besides just the README file that came with it. I haven't read the discussion threads of the various versions going through, but I should do that. I should look at the history of this hack a little bit more. Yeah, and yeah, FF5, you're right, the game doesn't quite change so much with grinding. You're just, the numbers change a little bit. Alright. Looks like we still get an airship here, everybody. And there we are. We are officially airshipped up. So, ooh, it looks like this has been changed. So I'll have a little bit of a walk to get into this town here. So what I think we'll do on this stream today is I'm going to just get the job class change really quick. And then off stream, I think I will go through the, go back into the ice cave, get the treasures I missed in there. Is it this one? Another one of these. And then I will do a bunch of shopping. I'm planning on doing just a ton of shopping off stream with this, and I'll get my equipment and magic set before I go to the next dungeon. So the next time I do stream, which will be next week sometime, probably about the same time of day next week, but I'm not sure which day, then I can just go right into the next dungeon, but I'll have to make a plan. He calls these islands Butthole Islands, huh? Did your friend not have the awesome NES map that came with the NES set? that clearly label them the Cardia Islands. I always loved when I could finally get to the islands here. The Cardias. Okay, yeah. Yes, I always loved when I could get to these, because it's a bunch of free treasure. You get your job update, although I used to not do it in correct order. I used to do the ice cave. Well, I used to do it in probably the order they meant. I used to do the ice cave, and then I would do Cardia after that. But once I got the airship. But all right, here we go. Here's our job change. And let's take one glance at our characters here as we finish up the stream. So I appreciate everybody stopping in here today. It's really been a lot of fun. Even doing ordeals in the ice cave, which is kind of random, was pretty fun. Yes, B, I guess that is a little odd when you think about how she described the islands. That is, I have to admit, I've never heard such a colorful term used to describe those islands, and I was a boy in the 90s, so I heard a lot of colorful terms for video game stuff. And I never heard that one for those particular islands, so that's really saying something. So let's take a look at one more look at the characters here. I'm going to get screenshots as I get ready to finish up here.